Welcome back to the Somerville and Brewcast, the official podcast of the Somerville and Brew Alliance, located here in beer-soaked Somerville, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. I'm Jason Ng.
And I am Alex Rogers.
This is not the second or third time we've tried to record this particular episode. The very first time. This is probably the best time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no way we will need to redo this at all.
No, this is like the fourth or fifth configuration of recording that we've done. We've tried to banish the dog as much as we could.
He will find a way.
We've barricaded ourselves inside a half unpacked guest bedroom of my new apartment.
I think this would have been a great opportunity for you to lie, except we now have a video component.
We're now we're in a castle. No, god damn it, dash cam. The new recording studio is not necessarily up yet, but we're gonna make it home. Hopefully it will be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna live here now.
We might have another guest here. We might have Ryan, sit on the bed and talk to us.
Yeah, he's been game so far to come into whatever creepy closet we demand that we record in. So
yes, that's very true. We have lights now. Last time it was just a closet with no light.
Yeah, wow, look at all these lights, full ceilings.
It's been really great. We took a little bit of a break off, maybe 2 months or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Almost the whole summer. We had better things to do than to talk to you guys.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
We're
I
really
didn't.
sorry about it.
I definitely had nothing better to do, so I was devastated.
I went into standby mode.
I wanted to be here. Jason didn't. He was very firm about it. No, do not give them the content.
It was true. I almost didn't tell him where I lived.
No.
It was like, I'm moving. I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
I was at his funeral last week.
Maybe we can Skype. That's about it.
Oh, someone at your age disappears for a couple of months. I just assume you're gone forever. So you're old. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to argue about it.
It's too exhausting.
Way too exhausting. Can we just move on? All right.
Well, we can. We're going to move past it.
We don't have a scripted show today, so this is just going to be whatever happens.
Can you tell?
Because we're not reading like robots.
Yeah. Welcome back. This beer is known for.
Let's try to be normal for one goddamn second.
Oh, good luck.
So all we're gonna do this episode is drink. We're gonna taste some things. We got like 4 beers here, some random ones, and we're also gonna tell some stories. Some Somerville
love telling
story
these stories.
Time. Yep,
we got some good ones too.
Somerville story time. Somerville story time. Somerville story time. Somerville. That's amazing, right? It's Somerville story time.
Oh man, we have some really good ones.
Would you like to go first?
I'll like to go first. If you're looking at the video, I think you can even see it on my computer screen. I'm not really trying to hide it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember when we had the folders and I had to hide my shit so you could have a genuine response instead of knowing exactly what my story was all about? Now it's just plastered right in front of you to see, right next to my head. Yeah, all right. Anyways, this is great. I'm pretty sure it's real because it looks legit.
Yep.
It's on foxnews.com.
Yeah,
so.
Totally should trust it.
Yeah.
America's news source.
Always vet your news sources, guys. I think that's what we've learned from 2018 and 2017 in general.
It's a diagram with like one question: is it Fox News? Yes. Reliable? No.
No.
Fake news. Just fake news all the way down.
What if I'm watching something on E-Bombs World?
Yeah, that's acceptable. I think that's a Breitbart.
Wow. See,
all those are reliable sources. PatriotPenis.com.org.
Anyway, can you tell that we live in Massachusetts? Moving on. IHOP debuts pancake-infused beer called IHOPs.
So
and brews
creative.
It with batter.
Oh.
I don't know what to think about this other than, yes, please, God.
There was 0 time spent on creative here. They were like, IHOPs, it's already done. Don't worry about it. Either that or someone was like incredibly high, walked up on this and they're like, hops like the beer? And tried to walk in and order a beer. And that's actually, I don't know, you're probably going to read the story. That's probably exactly
maybe it could be. That's exactly what happened in here. No, it's what select distributors and festivals throughout New York. Oh man, so it's not going to be available everywhere. That sucks.
First they took donuts away from us this week, and now they're going to take IHOP
Dunkin'
beer.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Why is it just Dunkin' now? What are we dunking shit in?
It's
Or is
Dunkies.
it not even really Dunkin'
First,
anymore?
it's Donkeys. Let's just go ahead and lay that out there right now.
It's true.
No one calls it
Go to
Dunkin'
Dunkies
Donuts.
every morning, and not Dunkin' Donuts. Not Dunkin'. That's man. Yeah, so weird. So next it's IHOPs. Good thing it's not IHOPs. That would be some horrible burger beer. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know.
Burger beer's out there. It has to be at this point. There's definitely a burger beer.
I'm just saying that
And it's made by Stone Brewing.
It could. I was really, really excited when I saw this. I was looking through some beer articles, and this one popped out at me because why? Why not? It's IHOPs. This has got to be the most interesting story on the internets right now. A chain famous for its breakfast menu has partnered with New York brewery Keegan Ales to debut IHOPs Pumpkin Pancake Stout, inspired by the pumpkin spice pancakes offered. Oh man,
That actually sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. I want that.
You know, this is around the time that we start trying our pumpkin beers
And
again.
you love them. Notoriously your favorite time of year.
Cinnamon to the face.
As a
worst
look
thing
ahead,
ever.
I stored some of the barrel aged ones from last year just so
you
we could
did?
have.
Do you
so
have pumpkin barrel?
I do. I have the 2016 one actually because I think it was already a year old.
All right, see, that's not bad. I'll probably try that.
Yeah,
but like, I can't have too many shipyards.
It's happening.
yeah,
we're gonna do just a basic.
If you bring
as
me
shit.
a pumpkin spice pancake beer, though, that sounds legit.
I'm gonna rip the label off. It's gonna be a. Is it a shipyard?
The chain stout is said to blend IHOP's signature buttermilk pancake batter mix with ingredients from its fall menu. By fall menu, they're probably meaning just like
we put caramel in it.
Caramel. A unique flavor. That's what they put.
We call it a grand slam.
All right. So the best part about this is that they also have this like Instagram video.
Oh, of course.
I need to play it real quick. It's very short, but it's so IHOP. It's perfect. All right, listen to this.
Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 bear.
It's nuts, right?
I
I don't know if it's supposed to be classy. Classic.
It's definitely classic.
I don't know how pumpkin beer is supposed to. I
Pancake beer.
don't know. Exude that type of.
Well, you know, like when Beethoven was really, really into pumpkins, like he used to go around and put a pumpkin on his head and ride around town.
Is that what happened?
He wouldn't let people cross a bridge or something. There was an English professor. I think that's
like
right.
a classically trained German troll.
He was. They called him Sleepy Hollow, I think. There's a book about it. I think it's a biography. I'm not sure.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know what to do with that. What's next? Tacos? That's what somebody put on there.
I get that reaction a lot. I don't know what to do with that. I'm sorry. It's just moving right past it. It's a great look ahead for my future. Like my grandchildren just don't ask. Just
move on.
We're gonna move on.
I don't know what to do.
We're gonna
about
move
that,
past it.
So I'm sorry.
Sorry, Grandpa.
Oh my. Anyway, that's my story. IHOP is making beer. If you're in the New York area, oh my gosh, go grab yourself some pumpkin beer.
Oh, it's
Not pumpkin beer, sorry. Pumpkin spiced pancake beer.
It actually sounds good, and they've done a good job of hyping it up. I know I shit on their creative, but it's
I
good.
want to try it. Is
Yeah.
there any other type of lackadaisical Bob Evans type of beer out there?
Bob Evans gravy beer. The new gravy pilsner.
God damn it, I would try that too.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Sausage gravy
I was
stout.
just about to say, it's better be sausage gravy. That
Yeah.
light stuff for a Pilsner, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not getting anything but sausage gravy.
And you're still pouring it all over your entire breakfast.
It's spreadable. It's Bob Evans.
All right.
That's actually, I'm pitching that slogan. If they want to
Yeah.
buy it, it's spreadable. It's Bob Evans.
Bob Evans, hit us up. You know, I'm sure
Speaking
you're
of
listening.
Midwest, and that's one of my classic transitions, by the way.
Perfect.
Last week, Jason, I don't know if you know, the Cleveland Browns finally won.
I think I heard them from
You
Boston.
might have, yeah. It seemed very. I didn't have my TV on. I just heard them screaming all the way from Cleveland. An interesting
definitely.
stat to open up their season. they got a tie, right? They tied to open the season. That was the best.
Oh, that was a great improvement.
Oh no, it was the best opening record they've had in like a decade.
What?
A tie was. I love it.
I didn't know that stat.
I very ironically love the
Out
Cleveland
of all
Browns.
opening days, a tie was the best first game.
For them, for that franchise, for Cleveland Browns, for like the last decade or so, that's the best opening week stat that they've had.
Wow, that is some weak shit.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing. A tie,
I'm
we
so
did
glad
it.
I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan.
We did not do it. Yeah, no, I guess ironically, I'm a fan. They've got the shittiest jerseys, uniforms, stadium looks like garbage.
Whoa.
It's called
They
a
have
junkyard.
stripe down the middle of
that's
their
right.
head,
They do
all
have
right?
a stripe, yeah.
And as we learned from, what was that HBO show? Hard Knocks. It's like they don't even get that stripe until they play their first game either. It's like, man, how shitty does that jersey look?
They get nothing.
Their entire uniform looks like shit.
It's just shit that's
the
been
first game,
given
and then they get
like
stripe.
other teams didn't want. It just ends up in the Cleveland Browns stadium. It's what it looks like. It's an awful mess. But it was an awful mess for a different reason this last week.
Perfect.
Again, these transitions just chef kiss. I should have actually done it. Now that we're on video, I can't just phone it in. So Bud Light, fan favorite of the show, Dilly update is what this is going to end up being. In an article I found about this, and I actually didn't know about this until I saw this like blowing up all over Twitter, but
yeah.
Budweiser had distributed these fridges full of beer, and I'm going to show it to you. They had a padlock on them.
Yeah. I've seen those.
And it says...
How long have they been around? They've been around for like a year or so, right?
I think just since August. The original
August.
tweet since August.
Okay.
So not long. I thought it had been a while too, and that's what I thought was funny.
Bud Light that's been locked
Yeah.
up for years.
Old Bud Light. And they're like, now you have to drink it.
All right.
So it's this padlocked refrigerator in that classic shitty Cleveland Browns color combination, and it says, when the Browns win, Cleveland wins. And the tweet that went out about it said, you stood up by us through it all. We love you for it, and so does Bud Light. These special fridges will unlock celebratory beers when we get our first regular season W. So that tie, nope. You know, someone went to him and was like, can we just go ahead and do it? It's not getting any better than this.
Does it say where those are placed? That's not in the stadium, right? That's like all over
I think
Cleveland.
It was all over Cleveland, yeah. So these fridges, I can't see where it says they were, but it says open the fridges, so they're everywhere. The end of the story is that basically these became unlocked immediately upon this surprise victory. Bud Light had this announcement like with a lock coming off and everything.
Yeah.
But my favorite response on this was the Cleveland Police Twitter account said, "We won! Wait, oh God, the free beer thing. Okay, Cleveland, stay calm. Go Browns." They're like,
That's
oh,
so perfect.
oh no.
All these lights are about to go off. All these people in bars are just about to just ransack this huge beer fridge and then all drive home.
I hope these were forced on every single establishment in Cleveland. No. You're going to have a fridge full of beer, and you're going to be forced to give it to these overly hyped morons when they come in here after a 2-year drought.
Everyone was just crying because of the win. Because it's like winning the Super Bowl, having any
That's the
win
Cleveland
at
Super
all
Bowl.
in Cleveland.
One win is the Cleveland Super Bowl.
I'm sure there was this like
Actually,
nervous stampede.
I'm going to call it right now. Cleveland wins the Super Bowl this year. Baker
Wow.
Mayfield carries them across the line. No one's going to be happy about it. Not even Cleveland. I assume they have to have a fridge of beer. I'm not going to even continue with the story because I think this is a better resolution. There needs to be a fridge after every Cleveland Brown victory, and I hope that it's just 12 straight back-to-back or however
that'd
many
be
are in
so
grown-up football.
Bud Light, please
Make it
restock the
happen.
fridges after every win. Relock them.
That dilly thing is also developed because now there's a full night. They're fancy
God.
beer shaming people. It's getting real aggressive.
And the marketing on that, they have like these side stories now.
Oh, the whole thing. Like there's kingdoms being conquered.
It's nuts. We're gonna have like a second generation come along.
Oh,
it's like
2024. They're electing the Bud Light Knight. He's gonna be running at least.
So bad. We hate on them so much. We hate on Bud Light. We also love on them. But just mentioning them all the time, out of all these other beers that we drink, we talk about fucking Budweiser nonstop.
I feel like that's appropriate though. See, the thing is, I love how dumb the campaign is of fuck fancy beer. You're gonna drink this shitty beer. They've owned it's not great. They're like, it's just beer. It's basic beer. We're not gonna try to compete. But you're a sissy if you drink the other one. That's what they're trying to go for. And I'm like, that's not good. That's a bad stance.
I think what we need is the guy from the High Life commercials back again.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Where it's just like a 2-second Super Bowl commercial.
How about?
And that's it. Like, we already know what it is. Thank you very much. Just, blink it in front of our eyes, and we're gonna be like, oh yeah, I definitely.
What's the one with Will Ferrell where he like spends 30 seconds walking across a field with this majestic music?
Milwaukee's Best?
I think it is.
Is that Beast?
And I think they throw it up to him, and he cracks it open. He's about to say it, and then it cuts off.
That stuff is perfect. It's like the greatest shit in the world.
Absolutely.
All right. Should we move on to some drinking?
I think so, yeah.
We haven't been drinking at all. Normally we have like a pre-beer or something. I'm just getting cotton mouth right now. Yeah, this is really bad. All right, let's drink something. Should I start or you start?
Why don't you start with one of yours?
Okay. So I knew that you brought some normal beers. And by normal, I meant like not crazy beers like the one that I brought. So this is why I brought the ones that I brought. All right, let's start with this can right here. All right, Distill Brewery in Normal, Illinois. Wild Sour series. Yeah, it says Normal.
Normal, Illinois.
Normal, Illinois.
The person that named that town made the IHOP beer.
And in Normal, Illinois, they have very normal branding as well. This can looks as normal as it can get. Nothing special about this. Wild Sour Series Blueberry Goza. A Goza ale brewed with blueberries and coriander and sea salt. This is 5.2% alcohol. 11. Does that say 11? 11 IBUs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 11%. Wow. I was like, a Goza that's 11% is rubbing alcohol.
No. 11 IBUs. Oh. Let's see. Our Leipzig style Goza and blueberries are a combination destined to be together. So we've done that for you with this edition of our Goza. The blueberries add another layer of fruity complexity to this sour ale already known for its tart, citrusy qualities, while still balanced by the spicy character of coriander and a mineral mouthfeel from French sea salt. Cheers. All right, cool. Support flavor, boycott blend. Let's see what this guy looks like. While I'm pouring this beer looks
that's pretty
crazy. It definitely has that it's not necessarily blueberry. It's like a reddish deal, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just because it's a Goza.
I mean, I guess blueberries, the inside of blueberries aren't really blue, but still.
We've exposed. This is now a truther podcast.
It's a blue can. I'll say that. It's very simple. There's no special dude like blueberry guy on the outside, just as Wild Sour series.
Yeah, that's a big F for me because I think you could have had a massive blueberry mascot.
It's not clip art. I'll give him that.
No, it actually is a pretty good design. It reminds me of Stillwater a little bit.
Okay, I see that. I also noticed how you went from F to it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, I'm a terrible teacher. There's no predictable. I'm a big hypocrite. But I do think that I have a problem because the minute you handed that to me, my instinct was just like, ooh, drink beer.
Drink right now.
Because I think, Jason, that I've forgotten how we rate beers. It's been a while. So I think we should recap.
Do we know how we rate beers anymore?
I don't know. I thought you were going to take over this. I do think that it is 5 categories. 5. Definitely no more than 5. It's not even an optional category anymore, as I remember it.
First one, packaging.
Packaging, yep.
How it looks.
Yeah.
Because
is it pretty?
That's what gets it off the table.
Yeah.
Or not the table, but
it could be on the table.
Out of the beer section. off the beer table.
It's been a while.
In the bonus special sale section of the store.
Give me some of that table beer. You've been asking what it is. That's what it is.
Yep. Next one is smell, because that's next after you open it. And it could smell like shit. We've had a couple that, oh man, they smell so
I can't
bad.
remember. There was one that
Super rank.
literally smelled like a diaper
Yeah, we
on
had one
fire.
a couple months ago. It was horrible.
Couldn't get past it.
Yeah, you can't get past the taste. Oh god, no.
No, it
It could
infects
have tasted
everything.
fine, but yeah, the smell was just massive.
But then you do have the big one, which is taste.
Yep, taste
It
is
look good,
I think
smell
it's like
great.
65% of our scoring now.
It's a big chunk, yeah.
Yeah, there's a big chunk of it, and that's exactly the way that it should be too.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
We're here to drink beer and actually taste it, not smell it all day.
What are we up to? That's 3.
Creativity. Was it something that was, did they go, I don't know,
An extra mile,
an extra
maybe.
mile?
I don't know why that category had to get
How
knocked
creative
out.
was it? Are they making, I don't know, pancake beer or another lager or pilsner that just tastes like all the others?
Did they miss an opportunity to make a nightmare blueberry mascot? Maybe. I don't know.
maybe.
It's an F. It's an F.
And I don't know. See, I think the fault in some of this scoring is that, like, what if something is really original, is in, like, this is the standard for this area now, versus being creative? Because maybe you were creative all the way back in the day, but is it creative now?
You just want
that's what
more
we gotta
points for
fight about all
bells.
the time.
More points for bells.
Or like the Alchemists for New England IPAs.
Yeah, that's not
never
creative
know.
anymore.
No, it's totally
definitely
not creative.
But no, I agree. It doesn't mean it's not a great beer, but it's definitely not creative because there's nothing distinctive about it anymore. Then we have intangibles.
It used to be the extra mile.
Used to be, yeah. Lots of complaints. Lots of
renamed
complaints.
it. Intangibles, nostalgia. Is this something that reminds you of something good, something bad? You can give it some extra points just because you really love this
I think
beer.
I now have the perfect beer to describe that too, and that's that Gunner's Daughter.
Ooh,
That
Gunner's
is an
Daughter.
intangible champion because it tastes like cereal milk and reminds you of Saturday morning cartoons. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Saturday morning cartoons where you just wake up in the morning, crack a beer, and get
Feeling
hammered.
like P. Diddy. Yeah, I know. You immediately regretted it. I could see the fear in your eyes.
All right, let's get back to this. Now that we've started rating in our heads, and now everybody else knows about it.
So packaging is creative, we decided. Again, I really do wish there was a blueberry mascot. You put that in my head,
Yeah,
now I miss it.
It's all right.
It's okay.
But we needed a mascot. The smell, I think, is pretty good.
Yeah, and it's definitely getting that
pretty light.
Goza Berliner Weiss kind of smell from
Yes.
the yeast.
Mhm.
Not
Totally.
picking up a lot of blueberry, but some. Definitely, I think visually it's cueing me into that I should smell blueberries, but I'm not necessarily.
Yep. It's pretty carbonated, lost its head really quickly. Let's taste it.
Ooh, I like that. Definitely pick up the blueberry flavor.
Well, that is delightful.
Very refreshing.
Refreshing, yes, absolutely.
IBU is definitely 11. It's very, very low.
Yeah. I'm not sure. This is like a lager of Gozas, if that makes any sense. This is not super salty. This is not super sour. This is a pretty well-balanced, fruity.
Yeah, the taste is really
I'm going to
refreshing.
keep drinking this bad boy because,
so good.
man, it is delicious.
And I think I have something that will pair very nicely with it. But before we move on, we want to talk about any intangibles from this.
Any intangibles?
Actually, I guess creativity's up next. So creativity, I think, some could have been lost on the packaging a little bit because, again, I would just, God, I want that blueberry mascot so bad now. But no, creativity, I think, is kind of high. Now, you don't see a lot of blueberry gozas, honestly. You see a lot of just, if there's any fruit to it at all, it's usually something like lemon or lime. It's a lot of the citrusy kind of taste instead of the berry taste to them. But I do think that I have a beer to really just go right against those IBUs.
Oh, perfect.
So now that we've had that, we hit you with
What are you going to slam my
maybe
face
a
with?
massive bitter bomb. This is by The Alchemist. We mentioned Heady Topper is no longer really creative anymore, just because everything's imitated. It's not that it's not a great beer; it's an iconic beer. It's definitely still really good. Had a lot of it on a recent trip up to Vermont. A lot of it. But I brought back Crusher, which is their other American Double India Pale Ale.
Nice.
8% by volume. See if they have some notes on that. Yep, Crusher is an American Double India Pale Ale that I started making years ago at the old pub. Hopheads were constantly asking for more hops. So, in the words of Frank Zappa, did you say you want some more? Well, here's some more. While I enjoy hops with the rest of them, I still try to maintain some semblance of balance to drinkability. This beer is oozing with hop flavor and aroma with a very dry finish. Enjoy responsibly. This one can sneak up on you.
Nice.
Yeah, this is actually going to be really good. I've had Crusher a few times. It goes in and out of maybe being one of my favorite ones they make. I'm still a huge fan of Fokelbanger being my top Alchemist beer.
I am a big fan of Fokelbanger.
Yeah, so I'm going to pour this up. Jason, you can maybe tell us what you think about the can.
Yeah, why don't I open it?
Yeah, this perilous balancing act that I'm doing. Hold on, no, I'm sure that I've got this.
All right, so this is one of the cans that I actually really like, except I feel like, so the first introduction that I had to Alchemist was Heady Topper.
Yep.
And they have the classic silver black print.
It's one of the coolest cans in the market.
Right?
It really is. And
so this one doesn't have anything like that.
And it's kind of lacking for their other. This is more in line with like their others that they have, like their rotating series. They have the more basic designs.
Yeah, and it's got some pictures of like green hops on it, and with a gray background, and it has their logo right in the middle, with just Crusher in one word right there in the front. It's like okay,
very basic.
Right. Yeah,
definitely meant to show you that he heard your message about wanting more hops. It's like well, here.
As soon as I cracked this up, I got a nose full of hops, and I opened this maybe like, I don't know, like a foot away from my face.
No, it's you can. I can actually smell it from where I am. It's a very potent beer for sure. One thing about Heady, even when they do like their double IPAs, you don't get the cloudiness that you were kind of used to around New England now.
Right.
They're definitely clear still, so it's not clear, but not as hazy.
Right, it's just a little hazy.
Just a little bit. Lots of carbonation packed into this.
It's maintaining its head. It is pretty on the light side with that, that hazy bit.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I agree with the warning on the back of this beer is that it does sneak up on you because as we progress into it and we move into taste, you'll notice it's just smooth. Like, it just tastes like you're just drinking a run-of-the-mill IPA. It's not overly boozy.
Yep.
It will sneak up on you.
This is solid. And that's the thing is that like it's nothing super special. It's just there. It's
quality. It tastes like quality. It really like a quality ingredients that are going to it. And that classic Papa John's feel. But no, it's the hop smell coming off it is so grassy, so clean feeling.
Yeah, and I think the smell definitely matches the taste too.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
you're getting the same whether you're doing either one.
And I do like the idea that you took something that's obviously a variation on your Heady at this point, and just made it a little bit more dry hopped, a little bit more hopped up. It's bold to mess around with a recipe that has done you so well and is iconic. So I like Crusher a lot. I think it's a good variation.
I think this looks a lot like the American double IPA that it says that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 8%. This doesn't taste like an 8% beer.
No, and
like it could be. Well, no, maybe 7, 6.
Yeah, it tastes like a little heavier than your typical IPA, but it definitely doesn't taste like you're having an 8% beer.
Nope, not at all. I could have a few of those.
And that's what makes Vermont so dangerous. Is everything is like that. Everything's like, I could do a few of those because they're delicious, and everything in that area is just so good.
The thing is that if I went back to that Goza now, I bet you I can't taste a goddamn thing.
Oh no, it just ruins your taste buds.
So hoppy.
Yeah, that's the thing about hops is they will just dominate your taste buds, and if you go back to something, it just tastes like sweet.
I try this Goza again, and I still taste Crusher in my mouth.
I do too. It just numbs. It's funny how that just numbs your taste buds to other things. So it's a strong beer. I like it a lot. I think that it's great on tap, great can. I think their can production is actually really solid. If you have it on tap and in a can, I don't really notice much of a fall off, if any at all. So,
yep, absolutely. Nostalgia, I'm gonna give it high points because it's Alchemist.
Yeah,
that's what I do. Everything that's up there, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be great. Like I'm gonna drink it and love it.
I love that it's Stowe. Like I love Stowe. Don't get me wrong. I really genuinely love that. But people go out there and wait in line, and it's one of the only things in Stowe. So like it's
the entire population.
It's
of
an
Stowe
endeavor
is outside of the Alchemist Brewery.
It's an endeavor, but I do love the facility. I went back out there the first time I went. I think they were still building it out some. It looks like they do a lot of outdoor events now too. So they actually have more hosting capability than they did when I initially went there.
You got any food trucks out there? I mean, that's what really makes the line,
yeah.
right?
So yeah, they did. I think for the night event, I went like middle of the day. So I actually went to this like barbecue place right next to it. That's wonderful. And they have like all the Alchemist products in cans there, so you can go next door and get barbecue and fresh Alchemist. It's maybe heaven, right? I think that and Treehouse both have that wonderful setup of barbecue in close proximity. So,
oh yeah, true. God. Yeah, that barbecue outside of Treehouse.
It's so good. It's so good. With
so
the
good.
BYOB Treehouse.
Yeah. Should we move on? Yes, I feel like we should. All right, we'll do mine next. This is going to be crazy. I'm not sure how we're going to have it after Crusher. I need to wait a little bit for my mouth to calm down from those hops. This is Dogfish Head's Dragon and Yum Yums.
Ooh.
And I'm just looking at it right now. It looks awesome. Because Dogfish Head normally has just okay labels.
See, this is what scares me though.
Great.
The great Dogfish Head labels, and they do exist. There's higher math. There's
okay.
But when they've done that, they fucked me over. So you're queuing me up here. It's Dragon and Yum Yums. It's a beautiful label. Like, oh no. This
is a part of their off-centered art series.
Oh no.
Featuring Mark Spusta. And it says the Flaming Lips on the front. So I'm assuming that this is a very musically.
It does look like a Flaming Lips album.
Yeah. It says it right there. Isn't that crazy?
How about that?
Pale ale brewed with dragon fruit and yum berry. I didn't know there was a yum berry. What?
It's actually the guy that's also did the IHOP beer of Normal, Illinois, or whatever.
Laziest name ever.
Oh yeah, that's a yum berry.
Whose job was it to make the name for that fruit? Yum berry.
His mouth is just covered in juice. They're like, "What have you been eating, yum berry?"
Yum berry. So there's also dragon fruit, yum berry, passion fruit, pear, and black carrot juices.
Black carrot juice.
God, I don't know.
I don't know that that's a healthy thing to be eating, black carrot juice. Someone looked at a black carrot that was like rotting, and they're like, that's pretty fine. You can eat that.
I'm excited to try it, but man, this could be really weird.
Interesting color, though.
All right, so I can see the carrot part of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, very, very clear. Here, let me, can I grab a glass from you?
Absolutely.
This looks a lot like the blueberry ale that we just poured.
Yeah, I was looking at them side by side. Yeah, I guess yum berry is maybe blueberry. No, I think that it's got a slightly distinct color, and it's definitely orange. So I think it is picking up some carrot. It's almost like that carrot Maibach that we had over at Aeronaut. It looks very similar to that.
This looks much more sparkly, much more bubbly than the blueberry ale.
It definitely has a rooty smell to it, like malt and roots.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a different smell. I think it smells more, like the mixed fruit compote type of thing going on. All right, I want to taste this.
Now that is an interesting taste.
What?
I don't feel like I'm having a beer.
All right, so this is not overly fruity.
No, I think I was expecting it to be because of all the description. But
yeah, because it's like this super pink explosion of art on the front, and you're expecting it to be like raspberry bubble yum. Basically,
actually, yeah, that should be their label.
That's what the labeling looks like. And then when you taste it, it's bland, but there are very great hints of fruits
that's a complex taste for sure. I'm picking up some of that root carrot taste in it for sure, but there's a slight tart, a little bit of sweet, neither one really being prominent.
Yeah,
very, very balanced and smooth drinking for sure.
Does it say there's pear in here? Because it kind of reminds me.
Yes, it does. It kind of tastes like there's pear in it.
Right? Yeah.
I'm very allergic to pear.
Passion. My throat is closing up as we speak. But man,
do you have an EpiPen? Our next beer is an EpiPen beer.
Right before my esophagus closes, I want to have one more taste of this on my way out.
Can you raise the levels?
This is, I don't know. I think it's a good beer.
It isn't. It's strangely drinkable. I was expecting this one to be hard drinking. What's the ABV on this one? What are we talking alcohol-wise?
Watch it be like nothing. Because it tastes like there's nothing in this beer. And it doesn't say 6.5.
That's kind of surprising. I went with you. I thought that it was going to be very, very low just because you can't taste it. I
There's
guess that's
no
the flavors
IBUs
of
in this
masking
either.
it. No, not at all. And I don't know if that's coming because we're coming off of Crusher that I don't think there are, but...
All right, so I'm going to go back to the blueberry ale again.
Yeah, compare these two bad boys.
And there's your Goza. You get that salty sour taste. I think this is... It tastes
very
more like
prominent.
a classic Goza now that I've had something sweeter and blander. But I think I might like that Dragon and Yum Yum.
That's really good. I like that. I like the flavor profile on that. It's definitely creative. Very high creative points.
Oh yeah, through the roof, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I've seen carrot in a couple of things now, and I think that it's actually a quality ingredient for these beers. It's holding its carbonation fairly well, moving through it. I think that definitely helps with the aroma for sure. I love it. That's a really good beer. I was very alarmed. I thought that this was going to be one of those Dogfish Heads like higher math that I just that makes me hate them for a while for sure. Yeah, so we've had two sweet ones, two lovely sweet, one just bitter bomb. I feel like it's a great way to finish out with something a little complicated, maybe complicated that it's complicated being a wizard. Again, transitions are just so key.
That looks good right
It's
there.
Complicated Being a Wizard by Burlington Beer Company, who have some of my favorite designs. They're so simplistic.
They're very simplistic.
But I adore them.
Aren't they always like symmetrical too? They seem like that.
Yeah, I think they are. They're always balanced that way, and it's just they've got amazing robot logos that I wonder if like that's why I thought it was great to make a robot logo for a thing because I went there I think maybe first, but I'm not sure. But no, it's a great brewery. They have just quality stuff. I will say some of their fruitier beers, like they started doing lactose like everybody else. I can't do lactose beers at all, so like
really?
it's just they kill me. They kill me. I am actually allergic to those beers. So.
There's a lot going on in this can, by the way. Like they've put a lot of effort into it. Even the label itself, like the sticker,
it
label,
feels quality, right? Like
yeah. Well, I mean, it's uneven. It's like a wavy edge. Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
And I think they do it over the hilt for the sword too. Like it's like it rides the contours of the sword.
Oh man, it's
and you
so
got that
great.
castle on the side that I think looks like either
there's like a
Wiley's
skull castle type of like There's
Wiley's Keep or Grayskull
He-Man castle over there. There's a mortar and pestle, and then like this weather vane looking like diorama of two wizard heads overneath.
Because this is a double IPA.
This other crap that's I don't know. It looks very cool.
It's great. I mean, it's a really strong, really good IPA.
All right, so this is a double IPA. It's 8% by volume. Let's pop it open. It smells like it's going to be a juicy beer. Do I have another beer here at all, or another glass?
I just crushed my crusher.
All right.
It felt appropriate.
This is a cloud bomb.
Yeah. So very distinctly
hazy
different.
Of haziness.
I mean, both of these are double IPAs, two very different styles of brewing them. One thing that I think is going to be very interesting in this, as we move forward and taste it, is tasting how, even though these are similar styles, how different they taste as far as the texture and just the notes that stand out.
This looks almost like orange juice.
And you definitely smell the grassy hoppiness, but not as much as in Crusher. There's some fruity notes there.
There's a lot of fruity notes in there.
It smells like it's going to be creamy, and it looks very cloudy. You can't see anything.
Excited to taste it.
So let's just go for it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and I think that
it's creamy. It's pretty hoppy.
It's hoppy, 60, but you 70. Get that yeast profile, like the bacteria. I forget the actual name of it. I was going to try to wing it and just immediately turfed out. No, I think that the taste of this is so distinctly different from the other double IPA that we had. But they're brewed in close proximity, like 30 minutes out from each other. So they're probably sourcing very identically.
Crusher was very clean and clear. This one is hazy and fruity and creamy.
Mm-hmm. This is a very New England IPA. What you think New England IPA?
You see these two back to back, and it is crazy. Like you'd swear that like the one next to it is like a lager because it's that clear. And this guy's just like, it seems like there's sediment that needs to settle soon.
Like it's been mixed up not too much. Supposed to be doing that.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, I get some different flavor profiles out of this for sure. I mean, it's definitely, we talked about how it has a fruitier smell to it. I'm getting more melon, maybe, I don't know, a citrusy finish to it. There's
definitely a citrusy finish to it, without a doubt.
And it's hard because I think that the longer these things sit, and I think that I've had this on the back end of what you should probably keep it, which is about 3-4 weeks before you drink it. I think you start getting to where it's almost overpowering in the citrus taste, where it almost has like a Lysol kind of cleany feel to it. But the flavor profile nonetheless is so good. It's very strong, a very clean and balanced beer.
Yeah.
It's just pretty. I like the hazy, cloudy New England IPAs. I think they're just really good looking beers.
It smells so good. And it tastes so good.
It's easy drinking.
Everything about it is amazing.
Again, that Vermont dangerous 8% that just sneaks up on you is just it really will get to you really quickly.
All right. Now that we've tasted all of them, we got 4.
Now comes my favorite part.
All in a row. Let's put them up. Let's line them up here. Let's judge them as much as we can. We got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, we do.
And we got some crazy ones. There's a big... This isn't all like IPAs. This is a whole lot of crazy shit that we tasted.
Yeah, and
I don't know how to
these
rate
are all
worst
4 really good.
to best.
Yeah. These are all really good beers, so it's going to be really close for each of them for sure. Yeah, I think I know who I'm putting at top.
I think I'm going to start at the bottom and just see who gets eliminated.
Yeah, let's do it that way. You got your bottom?
What's the one you hate the most?
Out of these? Oh, I hate doing this. The Crusher. Yeah, I have Crusher at bottom. It's the Alchemist. I feel like I've betrayed somebody.
Yeah, what did you just do? I can't believe you did that.
I don't know. I'm instantly regretting it.
Will it make you feel any better if Crusher is my bottom?
No, it's so much worse now. So I mean, but you did it because it's just
compared to the other ones.
Right?
It's overpowering compared to the other ones.
It is. It's too. I like dry hop. I think it's very cool. You get to taste the hop profiles. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot, and I like it, but it's a lot. It is too much, but I think it's almost kind of like a fuck you what they've done. Like, oh, you wanted more hops? Okay, well, have all the fucking hops.
Have all the hops you want, all of them.
Now come wait in line and get it.
Even the ones you don't want.
Yeah.
It seems like too much, and that's only in comparison to these because I think if I had it by itself, I'd be like, yes, this is an amazing beer. And it's
absolutely,
great. And that's what we said when we were drinking it too. It's like, oh, this is great beer. If I had to rate them though. I'm gonna drink everything else first. I think
I am too.
This choice.
Yeah.
I think my next one after Crusher in third place for me is the Wild Sour Series Blueberry Goza.
I hate you. That's my number 3 too. I really don't want to line up this. I am so afraid we're in alignment now. That was the only variable, but it is my number 3. It is, again, it's very creative having the blueberry and the Goza. You don't see a lot of that. I see some of that in the Berliner Weisses. I love it though. It's very well balanced. It's a little light. I gave it a little bit of a bump down because of how light it is. Doesn't really edge these others on creativity. I think these next 2 take it a step higher with both creativity and quality of beer that they've made.
I think so. Also, as an introduction to Distill Brewery in Normal, Illinois, I think this Blueberry Goza would actually make me want to like check out the rest of the stuff that they have because I think they did a pretty good job here.
You want to check out the rest of Normal, Illinois?
Yeah, I want to go to Normal, Illinois and check out what they got. I wonder what the rest of the sour series is.
If you have something that's
how much
they're not just making
regular
IPAs.
Beer any good?
They're not just making a basic IPA and a Pilsner or something like that, or a lager. They're making a blueberry Goza.
The fact that they have a sour series is great.
Yeah.
Because that means that they're branching out like in all different directions.
They've got Yumberry. They've got Blueberry.
Yeah, maybe they got
Where are
that
they getting
dragon
blueberries?
fruit pear sour goza somewhere. It sounds really good. All right, number 2. What do you have at number 2? Let's see.
It is complicated picking a number 2.
Wait, it's complicated? It's complicated?
I don't know. It's very hard. It's complicated being a wizard's my number 2. I know that it's your number 2. It has to be.
It's not.
Oh, yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
All right, talk about why you think Wizard is not as good as Dragons and Yum Yums.
See, Dragons and Yum Yums hits it out of the park on the intangibles and the creativity, and just edges Wizard because of that. And Wizard's a very good beer. It's one of my favorite IPAs. It's so well balanced. It's that New England style. It's very cloudy. It's identifiable. If you have it with a bunch of other New England IPAs, you can pick it out. So it's very distinct. They've got a great recipe going.
Right.
Great notes. But Dragon and Yum Yums took stuff that should not have worked. And this is Dogfish Head. So, I mean, like, their staples are their IPAs, are, their basic beers that they can sell a lot of. But they do these runs where they do super creative stuff. And this is pretty far out. This is way the fuck out there.
Yeah.
And they made it work. And they made it very balanced. So that's why I have my order. Why do you have the horrible opinion that you have, which is that this is not the top beer?
Oh, it comes down to
Justify
one category.
Is it can design? Is it packaging?
No. Slammability, my friend. Slammability.
God. I thought that we were going to make an entire episode. When we got through 5 only categories and you made no reaction, I was like, we've done it.
No, absolutely not.
We are beyond
I
it.
can slam a wizard all day.
That's a t-shirt. I can slam a wizard all day.
Thou
I can slam
shalt not slam your wizard.
I can slam a wizard all day, bruh.
All day, bro. Slam this wizard. No, and that's why I like it. The supreme drinkability of that as compared to Dragon and Yum Yums, I think it's a fantastic beer. Dragon Yum Yums it checks off all of the boxes, and I will always pick it if I see it around. However, if I'm gonna drink a lot, or if I'm going to drink casually without thinking about drinking too much, like I think Dragons and Yum Yums is a very heady, cerebral beer for me, because I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna like try to taste like all of the 7 billion things that are going on in there,
right?
All the crazy fruits. If I'm having a wizard, I'm gonna be like, yes, haziness, IPA, perfect, top shelf to my face, and I'm not gonna think about anything else. I don't need to think about anything else. I'm just gonna have a good time.
So who do you have winning the categories isolated? I think packaging for me is Wizard. I love Wizard the best as far as packaging.
Yeah.
I love Burlington Beer Company, what they have going. As far as the other categories, so smell is either for me going to the Blueberry Goza or Wizard
Blueberry
again.
Goza, really?
I like Goza smell. I like the coriander, the sea salt kind of stuff. I think it's a great smell.
I think Crushers for me.
The aromas
as
in Crusher
we opened
are so
it,
strong.
it was like, oh my gosh,
it's very
there
powerful.
It is.
So it's good that they chose a great hop, because it needs to be a good smell.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think that the Dragon and Yum Yums is maybe the bottom on smell. It's there's a lot going on there. You can smell the complex flavors.
It doesn't really have a nose.
Right, it doesn't. It's not as pronounced.
Let's see, packaging. Ooh, Dragons and Yum Yums.
No, I still go back to Burlington Beer Company. I think that it's complicated being a Wizard logo is really cool. It's definitely the most eye-catching. I actually don't like Dragon and Yum Yums that
You
much.
need to take a look at this label a little bit
It's too
more.
much. I know.
It's not too much. It's crazy.
It's
awesome.
It's not
the
too much.
flaming lips
It's
on there.
crazy.
There's so many monsters.
Yeah, it's way too much. It's flaming
Exploding
lips.
berries, alien berries. I don't know what's going on here. This is great.
Oh, let me get a peek at that.
The raspberry bubble yum.
Oh, see, now there's my berry mascot.
Yeah, exactly. It's on there. They got it all.
Yeah, they actually got it. And there are pears, like it's juggling pears.
Wizard is fantastic. And I think if you saw Wizard in the stores, you would know exactly what it is because it's this white label. It's very clean.
Right.
You know exactly what it is. I think with the Dragons and Yum Yums, it's very busy since you have all of that like hand-drawn art. You do see that it has the Dogfish Head classic label on it.
Right.
So you know it's Dogfish Head, but you have no idea what the rest of it says.
One thing that I do love that Dogfish Head does is they have these special caps for ones that are over a certain ABV. They're like a lime green, and they have like a danger triangle with the Dogfish Head inside it. It's great. I don't know if they're required to by law to do this to identify them. Like, this is not candy. We have designed this to look like candy. It is not candy. That does look like a specialty root beer or something. It doesn't look like it has business being alcoholic. But it's good. I like that design. I just think it's too much. I do think I like the cleaner aspect of Burlington Beer Company's It's Complicated Being a Wizard.
That's awesome. Well, hey, go try all of these out for yourself if you're not one of us.
Do it.
Try them all out. Let us know. Don't even let us know what you think. I don't care.
Yeah. Email
just
Jason.
Do it. Don't email
directly.
me. No.
Go to his place of
let's
employment.
not do that. Let's not do that.
You've seen where he lives now.
You can come to my place if you want and
You've heard it here
send
first,
me
folks.
some IHOP beer.
You can
I
come
want
to
some
Jason Ing's house.
You're a dirty, dirty douchebag. All right, we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, that's probably.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. There's like SV Brewcast, Somerville and Brewcast.com. We have like swag there and stuff too.
We have
ask us
several
about
social
swag.
media and digital presences that are being neglected right now. Please be sure to go find them all, point out all the flaws.
We have a new summer hoodie that we haven't talked about on the
we
podcast.
do, yeah.
That summer hoodie was badass.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm not
lightweight,
wearing it.
nice and embroidered. No, we're not wearing anything right now. I mean, we're wearing something.
Yeah,
just
you
not-
saw it.
All right.
We record in the bedroom. We're not wearing anything. You made the connection.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. And until next time, beep,
Boop.
bop, beer.
Beer.